Hey everybody, this is Rideshare Lisa. I'm coming back to you with another video today. I was doing Instacart and I ended up in a store, and you know how everybody, if you're doing Instacart or Shipped, you probably have seen how people they look at you or each other like you got the plague, and they kind of put their head down and kind of walk that way or go that way. They really not sure they don't address you. So nobody addresses anybody now with the social distancing. You would think that in time like this that people needed each other. Instead, it's moving everybody further away. But I was shopping, and there was this couple that was next to me, and they were actually being very fun. The girlfriend was making fun of the boyfriend because he liked chocolate milk with his cereal and stuff, and it was just the way they were coming across, and it really made me laugh. And normally I try not to listen to conversations outside my area because I try not to, but I couldn't help it. They were being fun, and it was just, with these times of what's going on, it was nice to hear laughter. I mean, I have not heard laughter in I don't know how long. Everybody's staying away from everybody. Everybody's just, so laughter has not been part of our world in the past, 3 weeks? So it was nice. So while you're out, thank each other for doing what they're doing. You got Instacart shoppers, Ship shoppers, and then you got your delivery, Grubhub, your Doordash, your Uber Eats. You got all your rideshare people who are still out on the front lines doing what they do day to day. Thank them. I mean, they are just as at risk as you are, and thank them for doing what they're doing. You hear that all the time when there's servicemen and women, and he's like, thank you for your service. That's what we're doing right now, is we are doing a service for people who cannot be out and about. They're homebound because their jobs aren't essential, or they got kids, or they got people at home with respiratory problems, and they have to self-quarantine. I work with a bunch of truck drivers, and normally it's super busy where I'm at, and lately it hasn't been busy whatsoever. But there are still some truck drivers out there who are hauling goods and services from one end of the country to the other end of the country, to stock the shelves. So, even the truck drivers, say thank you to the truck drivers that are performing these jobs, that are bringing things from one end of the country to the other end of the country. So it makes it easier for us to be able to shop and do what we have to do, And most of our streams, we actually have a truck driver that is in our streams. And you might recognize his name as Alex M. He's a truck driver that is hauling goods and services back and forth. So when you see him in the chat, thank him for what he does. We have to, in a time where everybody's so upset with everybody, and people just don't want to be around a lot of people, and with the unemployment and the government and things going on, things are really stressed out. Take that time to breathe and just thank each other for doing what they're doing. And it'll make a big difference. Trust me. Anybody who knows me knows that over the past week and a half, I have been so stressed, and my chest has been heavy, and I've just been a nervous wreck because I'm fearful of what is happening. And I'm so scared of getting it because everybody says you're going to get it. So it has actually been really making my life suffer because I am just scared of getting it, you know. But over the past couple days, you know, I've been realizing more and more that, you know, I might not get it. People say things, but are they doctors or are they psychiatrists, or do they know for a fact that I'm going to actually get it? You take the proper precautions, but it doesn't mean you're going to get it, or it doesn't mean you're not going to get it. It just means that you're keeping yourself safe as best as you can. But I gotta stop living in fear, you know. I've been praying a little bit more. Where this is all coming from, and everybody just wanting to blame each other for this virus that's going on, it has to stop sooner or later. People have to stop blaming everybody because we're all in this together. We're all in this world, and blaming each other is not an answer. You know, taking care of yourself, you know, washing your hands and not touching your face, wearing gloves and then not touching your face. Like simple hygienic moves that you can do to take care of yourself. I mean, I touch my face all the time, and you don't realize how much you do until someone points it out, and now you can't. Now you're trying not to. And it's like, oh my gosh, it's something that you are told you can't do. Want you to do it more often, you know. But take the time out to just thank everybody who is still working on the front lines, who is delivering your groceries, who is delivering your supplies and your cat supplies and your dog supplies and your groceries or your deliveries from Doordashes and Instacart and or Uber Eats and Grubhub, you know, and those people still brave enough to actually transport people. I mean, that's a big deal because I have a girl that works with me, and she relies solely on Rideshare to get back and forth to work. And she hasn't been able to get any Uber. Every time she gets on her Uber app, it says no drivers available. So she's been taking Lyft. And I never asked her, but she's probably getting the same driver every time. But there's still people out there willing to take care of other people. You know, I mean, without Rideshare, this girl I work with wouldn't be able to come to work, you know? So it's important. You know, everything that we do is important. And you got to remember that. And think about the ones that are home that, because their loved ones have respiratory problems and they can't dare go into a restaurant and pick up a Grubhub order and even take a chance on bringing that home. Someone who's got kids, you know, little kids, and their systems are still small and still, you know, developing. And someone's got to take their time off just because they just don't want to take that chance. I mean, it happens, you know. You got to think of who you're around, you know, and who you're going to affect. But I want to thank everybody who's still out there working and delivering and doing the groceries and doing Doordash and Grubhub and everything else, Postmates. Just thank you. And thank you for all our drivers that are still out there working and delivering supplies. You know, that's what I was doing last night at work, because I mean, there's not that many left, but there is some that are still willing to do that. So just thank each other, take time out, just remember them, and just say thank you, and take the time out of all this craziness that we're going through, because it's nuts. I mean, when you get yourself so riled up that you're starting to feel symptoms like I was, and I'm sure that happens to a lot of people. I mean, not everybody, but I'm sure it happens to a lot of people. How many other people are out there with a heavy chest and heavy lungs and going, oh my gosh, you know, I'm going to get sick and I'm afraid, and the stress is terrible. You got to release that stress, that tension, because it's no good for anybody, for you or for anybody else that you might be around. So just take some time to breathe and then continue on. Okay? So that's my video for today. I just wanted to thank everybody who's still out there working, and thank everybody who, even if you're not delivering, you had to take time off because of family members at home. Thank you anyway for supporting us and still being there. Some people are still even doing their YouTube channels from home because they're not out. You know, thank you. Thank you for keeping up your channels and everything else. Let's just be there for everybody else, each other, and stop tearing each other down. I'm seeing that a lot with the unemployment and just whose fault is this, and watch out for this person or that person because you're gonna get it. Stop tearing each other down. It doesn't help anybody, and it's not gonna help with what we're going through. It's not gonna make the states open faster, you know. It's just not. So we just got to take it day by day and see where we're going. I mean, obviously we're going to get a new normal out of this. It's like when your loved one passes away and you go through the grief sharing process and you come up with a new normal so you can continue with your life day to day without that person. You know, that's what it is. This is our new life, our new normal, and we have to learn to embrace it, or we're not going to be able to continue. All right? So do that. Just take the time out. Think about what's important and what's not important, and what you're going to continue to do and what you're not going to continue to do. But be there for everybody. Be there for our deliveries and our shoppers and our rideshare people. We're a family. Isn't that what everybody says? That we're a family? Well, if everybody's tearing each other down, I don't understand where family is on that. I mean, families may not agree, but families don't rip each other apart. And that's what I'm seeing. And it's just, I haven't been on chats. I haven't said anything. If I'm on a chat, I'm in the background because I'm just so tired of hearing who said, she said. We got to stop doing that, and we got to just move ahead, keep pushing forward. Okay, so I didn't mean to, be like so drama tonight, but I just wanted to pass that along, and hopefully it'll help everybody else who's out there and feeling the same way I am, or just thank people out there who are working and doing what they're supposed to do to help each other. All right, so everybody, you have a great night, and just thank each other, be there for each other. Okay, we can be there for each other and still just be a family and say things that whatever. All right, well, everybody, you have a great night and be safe, okay? And just do the proper precautions that you're doing and make it work for you, okay? Well, everybody, you have a great night. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.